Welcome back. Now we're going to be looking at question 13 in this series of solving problems for the FE exam. We have two perpendicular forces, 8 kilonewtons in the x direction and 6 kilonewtons in the y direction. Both forces are acting at a point and we need to find their resultant magnitude. Now you may illustrate this in a simple diagram in a 2D xy coordinate system. Draw the x-axis and the y-axis. Plot a point in the system where the forces will be acting at. Draw the 8 kilonewtons in the x direction, so it's parallel to the x-axis, and the 6 kilonewtons in the y direction, parallel to the y-axis. Now the resultant magnitude is just a simple operation, a vector operation in this case. But it's better to get yourself comfortable surfing the FE exam handbook, as it's the only resource you're allowed to have during the exam. So in the handbook file, go to the statics section and you'll find the resultant for 2 dimensions right here. So you have the sum of forces in the x direction squared plus the sum of forces in the y direction squared, both in parentheses raised to 1/2. But we only have one force in the x direction and one force in the y direction. So we use fx squared plus fy squared, and the formula becomes fx squared plus fy squared, all raised to the half. A small tip when you're searching, remember you cannot upload your own PDF or use the Ctrl F. The reference handbook is preloaded into the computer interface. So make use of the search bar given to you during the exam, but don't rely heavily on it, because while it works, it can be sensitive to spellings and keywords. So make sure you know where the section you need is, not just where the formulas are. And this information is according to students on Reddit, so I'll include the link below in case you want to check for more information. Back to the problem, F resultant equals the square of the force in the x direction, which is 8 squared, plus the magnitude of the force in the y direction, and that is 6 squared, both under the square root, and that's all we need to find the resultant force. So we'll call it F result, a short term for resultant. Now you can immediately use a calculator and you'll get 10 as a result. But you can easily see that 8 squared is 64, 6 squared is 36, and this is equal to 100 under the square root, which is equal to 10. So the answer is 10 kilonewtons, which is choice B.